So I'm calling this series Thoughts in the Rain. When I was younger, I used to sit back with my uncle and we would just watch the rain, and sometimes we would talk and sometimes we wouldn't. We would just watch the rain, but it was so relaxing and it was so peaceful and therapeutic. So these are just some of the topics that come to mind, some of the thoughts I have when I sit back and I watch the rain. And hopefully some of my thoughts can maybe contribute to someone else doing better than I did, or just help them out if they're going through some shit right now. I'd like to take a second and just talk about accountability. I was out with a group of friends and this girl that I dated years ago showed up in one of their news feeds, posting the things she normally posts, taking shots at all her exes, I'm assuming me included. So they laughed and we laughed about it, and me and her are not connected on any social media platforms. That's how she wanted it. So they showed me that she throws subs at all of her exes, literally based on like a post. She doesn't go 1 month without posting something about one of her exes, and usually all the posts have a commonality that she's the victim and everyone she dated lost her because they did wrong and not her. Long story short, they laughed and so did I, and we changed the topic. But deep down I felt bad. I felt that years and years have passed, and based on what she still posts that they showed me and told me, she didn't change or grow at all, at least in the mindset of she's never the problem. It's always everyone else. It's always all of her exes. It's always her parents, or it's just always someone else's fault. The hypocrisy is a recent post she was telling other people to stop posting or being negative about their exes. Especially if your ex is a female, more evidence of her remaining immature and her lack of accountability and hypocrisy. It's cool when she does it, but if someone else does it, it's not. But the hypocrisy to post about other people doing the same thing that she does in the same way or a slightly different way was funny in the moment. But the lack of accountability and the hypocrisy isn't funny, it's sad. Relationships are without a doubt 50-50. Now I'm not talking about bills or things like that. I'm referring to accountability. The accountability each person should take for the result of that relationship. I take full accountability for my 50%, no matter what she did, no matter what she said, no matter what poor decisions she made. I could have still did things better. I could have been more mature. I could have been more understanding. I could have refused to stoop to her level. There's a bunch of things that I'm sure I could have did better. A bunch of decisions I could have chosen to contribute to making things better and not worse. And I didn't. It just made me reflect, and honestly, I feel bad for anyone stuck in a continuous loop of no accountability. Because that just leads to some more poor choices and then bad results. No accountability leads to more poor choices, and then that leads to bad results. It's like a never-ending cycle. No accountability, poor choices, bad results. Carl Jung said thinking is difficult, and that's why most people judge. Now, I'm not trying to judge, but I feel bad because I know deep down she's a great person. And no, she definitely wasn't my person. That doesn't change the fact that she still is a great person. If she stops blaming and judging everyone else for the results that she contributes to, she would be awesome. I grew from the experience. I was sad when it ended, but I found peace right after it ended, which was a huge red flag. I was sad, hey, this person was gone, but life without them was so peaceful. Which then led me to the best relationship I've had so far. So me taking accountability for how that relationship ended and my half of contributing factors to it ending helped me get better results. Taking accountability for my poor choices in that relationship helped me find my current partner, the best partner I've ever had. No contest. But I wouldn't have found this happiness or this person if, like her, I spent more time pointing fingers than honestly looking at myself. So if you're like me, take it slow and just know that you are responsible for the results that you receive in your life. And I'm proud you took the road of accountability, though it's not always the most comfortable road to travel. And if you're like her, or you know someone like her, still quick to play the victim, it's always everyone else's fault, your partners, your exes, I say I hope you learn that the time you spend judging and blaming others will never amount to anything if you are not taking that same amount of time and judging and blaming yourself as well. Because I know you're an amazing ass person, but you cannot diagnose the problem when you don't even realize the problem might be you. Q.